across the area, eastern metro Vancouver out to the valley. Could see a few 20s later in the day, but definitely in that 17 to 20 degree range at the very coolest. We are going to see at least the potential for a few light showers. We're watching the precipitation now. It's almost into Richmond. Really light stuff. Not enough to clear out all the smoke, but any little bit helps for sure. Drops down to 12 overnight. Smoky again tomorrow. Definitely hazy up to 21 degrees. In Wednesday, we'll get some smoke. Not as heavy as the last 4 days, mind you. Mix of sun and cloud otherwise, and warmer at about 22 degrees. Currently, we're 18 degrees in Ladner. It's 19 degrees in Abbotsford and 19 in Pitt Meadows. Daytime high up around 19.
Traffic and weather for LaSalle College, Vancouver. With LaSalle's graphic design program, you're about to make creativity your way of life. Register now for the fall quarter at LaSalleCollegeVancouver.com.
News 11:30 time at 1:43. Your sports update with Adam Forsyth is coming up next.
Hi, it's Paul Dirk from the Destination Slope Outfitters. With all the time that it takes for us to fit ski boots, you wouldn't think that we could price them as low as we have for the parking lot sale. But it's September, and we've got leftovers. Name brands like Lang, Nordica, Technica, Scarpa, Unifit, Full Tilt, all come with full custom fitting and a 1-year fit guarantee. But will be priced to sell this weekend. Join us with factory reps and people from Big White at the Destination, Pemberton Avenue, North Van, Vancouver's favorite custom boot fitters.
The next step in BC's Careful Restart Plan is welcoming students back to school. To help protect students, families, and staff, we've done our homework and put in place clear guidelines and the resources to help keep our schools clean and safe. British Columbians can be proud of the care and commitment they've shown as we work to flatten the curve and take another step forward. Learn what the plan means for your family at backtoschool.gov.bc.ca. A message from the government of British Columbia.
This is All News Radio. News 11:30. It's a smoky 17 degrees in Vancouver. Good afternoon. I'm Jonathan Seacrest. Here's what's making news right now. The cable at the Sea to Sky gondola has been cut again. The second time in just over a year has happened. The mayor of Squamish says it's a devastating blow to people who are already suffering economically because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The iconic dock at New Westminster's Pier Park is still burning this morning after fire broke out and tore through it last night. The mayor says it could continue burning for another few days. Coming up, have we found life on another planet? The answer, potentially. It's 1:45. Now for News 11:30 Sports from Sportsnet 650, the home of the Canucks and the Stanley Cup playoffs. Here's Adam Forsyth.
It's a golden opportunity for the Stars up against the Knights. Just one win away from a spot in the Stanley Cup final. Game 5 of the West Final is hours away, and Dallas has Vegas up against the ropes. You can expect another low-scoring affair with the two teams combining for just 12 goals so far, and the Texas team definitely has history on their side, sporting an 11-1 record when up 3-1 in the series. Bucked off at 5, you can hear the call on Sportsnet 650. Meanwhile, the Flames are already looking at next season. They've removed the interim take from Jeff Ward's head coaching title. He took over behind the bench last winter. Switching to the gridiron opening week of the NFL season closes with a doubleheader. At 4, New York faces a giant test up against the Steelers. New coach Joe Judge is excited for the opportunity, and thinks the key to victory will be containing Pittsburgh star receiver Juju Smith-Schuster.
He's an explosive player. He's very good with the ball in his hand. After catch, he's got a lot of savvy. This guy understands, playing with Roethlisberger. Why don't they? This guy drives some chemistry between them on the extended plays that, Ben is able to create. Juju's really the guy who's savvy, finds space, stays alive on plays, makes contested catches. This guy's just really an outstanding player. Seeing him, in person.
The late games in Denver with the Titans visiting the Broncos at 7, and in New Orleans, Saints fans are holding their breath. Star receiver Michael Thomas is dealing with a high ankle sprain, but hopes to play in week number 2. Sports at 15 to 45 past every hour. We're online anytime at sportsnet.ca/650.
News 11:30 time at 1:47. More on our top story now. The Sea to Sky gondola in Squamish has been targeted by vandals again. Someone's cut the main cable for a second time in just over a year, sending everything crashing down onto the mountain. News 11:30's Mike Boyd is on this story for us. Mike, we're hearing the Mounties are casting a pretty wide net to catch the person who did this.
And the RCMP is up and down Highway 99. The West Vancouver police are helping as dog teams have been called in from the lower mainland. This has left plenty of people in Squamish in shock. And the gondola had only reopened in February after months of repair and losses from when the main cable was cut by someone about a year ago. Now, we've heard from the general manager, Kirby Brown. She says, yes, there is absolute shock this has happened again, but they do have security video, and they won't let what he calls one bad actor bring them or the town down. He says he's already been on the phone with industry partners and suppliers who are eager to help to get everything repaired. Brown says it's a bad year all around, but they are focusing on reopening safely and further increasing security, and also looking at putting in some kind of physical barriers to prevent the gondola from being targeted even once again.
Of course, damage from the first time the cable was cut was in the millions of dollars. Dozens of firefighters from 4 cities have been working together to save the old dock in New Westminster's Pier Park as the major crime unit moves in. Our reporter Ash Kelly is on the scene and speaks with New West Fire Services Assistant Deputy Chief Rob Dick.
Still burning. We're still trying to gain access to the dock. Underneath the dock, fire is underneath the dock. At this point, we're still trying to gain access. So we have a high-ho front end loader trying to remove some of the dock or the Pier Park dock so we can gain access to the fire.
It's already dark, it's already smoky, and tough for people to be out here. What kind of impact does this have on your crew?
Well, the smoke is toxic. It's crazy down there, so we're wearing all our PPE, but yeah, it's a dangerous and toxic environment at this point, yes.
Now, the fire has been burning since around 8 last night, but there's no timeline on when crews expect to have it fully extinguished. Approximately 20 rail cars have jumped the tracks near home. CN says the cars weren't carrying any dangerous goods when they derailed near the Hunter Creek exit earlier this morning. No one's been hurt. Walmart making another deal on drone deliveries in the U.S.
Walmart is teaming up with a company called Zipline to launch a drone program early next year that will deliver health and wellness products close to the retailer's headquarters in Northwest Arkansas. The announcement comes a week after Walmart made a deal with startup Flytrax to deliver groceries and household essentials from its Walmart stores in North Carolina by drone. Amazon recently won regulatory approval to deliver packages by drone, but it's still in the testing stage. I'm Shelley Ambler.
Coming up in just about 60 seconds, we're back with your News 1130 traffic and weather together on the one. News 1130 time, I should say, 150.
This is News 1130.
CIBC, sending money abroad is easy. Use CIBC Global Money Transfer to send money securely from home at $0 transfer fee. You can do it online or through the CIBC mobile app. Complete your first transfer today and get $50 back. Visit CIBC.com/transfer for details.
Exhilaration starts with the extended Lexus 3-day event. Right now, take advantage of an incredible 1.5% off lease and finance rates for rates as low as 0.4%. Plus, we'll reward you with delivery credit up to $3,000 plus select Lexus models some conditions apply. The extended Lexus 3-day event only runs until September 23rd. Don't miss your opportunity to drive home a new Lexus. Book your test drive today.
It's 151. Back to the traffic center. Hello again, Matt Garmin.
A very good afternoon, and you know what? The major routes are also very good. No pack up right now for any of the bridges or tunnels. You're going to find hope. That's the real tie-up right now. This train derailment right by Hunter Creek. The right lane is blocked off for westbound. You're going to find the volume there is jammed up solid from before Flood Hope Road. So if you need to skip that 20-minute extra volume, you can go north, take locate between about Hope and Agassiz as your alternate route. Aside from that, there is the hydro wire down. I'm still used to saying trolley wires, but no, it's down to hydro wires. 88th Avenue between 140th and 144th. Skip that, you're seeing a lot of extra volume for Fraser Highway and 144th and 84th Avenue. And the New Westminster has the full closure of Front Street between Begbie and Columbia because of that pier blade. Instead, you can take Columbia, Royal, or any of the avenues as an alternate route around that. On football, DAZN is more live football than anyone else. The Premier League, the UEFA Champions League, all the NFL, DAZN. Start your free trial today at DAZN.com.
Now to the Metphone's Roofing and Solar Weather Center. We turn things over to News 1130 meteorologist Michael Coons.
Hey, Jonathan, air quality is still as poor as it's been. We're right up there almost with yesterday's reading. Lots of smoke and lots of fog around the area. Low cloud locked in. No strong breezes to blow it out either. We're seeing wind readings in the 5 and maximum 10 kilometer per hour range across the area. Watching a little bit of very light rain coming across the island, down the Gulf Islands, and approaching the coast along Richmond, Sea Island, working almost up to UBC and into English Bay. We are lucky some of that light rain make it all the way down to the ground. It'll just be light sprinkling, though, over the next couple of hours. It looks like we still could see some more showers this evening, but nothing super heavy. It is going to stay mainly cloudy today, and again tomorrow, smoky as well. 19 today, 21 tomorrow. Wednesday, a little smoky, dry, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 22. And then Thursday, we get some rain. Finally, enough rain, it looks like, to filter out a lot of this low, lingering smoke. Currently, it is smoky at 20 degrees in South Surrey and 21 degrees. One of the warmer spots in Langley. Daytime highs around most of Metro Vancouver, up around 19, 20 degrees.
Traffic and weather brought to you by Cabela's and Bass Pro Shops. The great outdoors are wide open and they're calling us like never before. Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, your adventure starts here.
And when you can't listen to traffic on the radio, get your updates on Twitter. Follow us at News 1130 Traffic.
News 1130 Inside Scoop.
Going back to school has never been quite like this. With face masks and new rules, we'd like to see how you and your kids are creatively heading back. Tag us in your back-to-school photos on social media, and we can share your creativity online. Your back-to-school hub is citynews1130.com.
News 1130 time 1:54. While the COVID-19 pandemic means no live Thanksgiving parade in New York City.
This year would have been the 94th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Soaring character balloons, 1,000 clowns, and colorful floats have traditionally heralded the start of the holiday season. But this year, due to COVID-19, Mayor Bill de Blasio said it's going to be virtual.
Will not be the same parade. It will be a different kind of event. They're reinventing the event for this moment in history.
The mayor promised the same warmth and great feeling of an in-person parade, but online or on TV. Aaron Katersky, ABC News, New York.
And to some science news, astronomers have found a potential sign of life high in the atmosphere of Venus. A new study points to clues there may be microbes living in the sulfuric acid-laden clouds of the planet. Study co-author Sarah Seeger, a planetary scientist at MIT, says they're still trying to figure it out.
We are left with two remote possibilities. One is that there's some unknown chemistry, some chemistry we don't know about. The second, more intriguing possibility is that there might be some kind of life form in the Venus atmosphere that is producing the phosphine that we have detected.
Now, before anybody gets too excited here, several outside experts and the study authors themselves agree it's so far from clear proof of life on another planet. Carl Garnish is up next with your business. News 1130 time 1:55.
If you find yourself wondering things like,
Is life insurance expensive?
then you're not alone. Book a check-in at rbcinsurance.com/book to let us help you get protected within your budget. RBC Insurance. We'll help you get it.
It's Smile Cookie Week at Tim Hortons. Every time you buy a cookie, 100% of proceeds go towards local charities, like food banks and hospitals. Grab one now until September 20th and help spread smiles across your community. At participating restaurants in Canada for a limited time.
Hi, Shaman here with Hope Street Management. Would you like to be an armchair landlord from the safety of your own home? Last month, we rented 88 homes and condos for landlords just like you, safely with our virtual showing technology and health protocols. Visit hopestreet.ca to learn more or for your free online rental evaluation.
It's 1:56. To the Business Center, here's Carl Garnish.
Investors are only one sleep away from Apple's launch event tomorrow, and some are wondering if we will get a glimpse of the new iPhone. Now, while the tech giant usually releases new products and updated versions of key devices like the iPhone and iPad ahead of the holiday season, an analyst at TF Securities is skeptical that tomorrow's event will include the new phone, claiming that mass production isn't far enough along yet. And back in July, Apple's CFO said that the company is expecting iPhones to be available around October or possibly later. At the close, U.S. shares of Apple did move higher by 3%. And investors did buy up stocks today, following steep declines last week due to the recent tech sell-off. The Nasdaq was the big winner on North American markets. It was up by 1.8%, a gain of 203 points. Shares of NVIDIA did add to the Nasdaq's gains. The stock at the close was up by 5.8%, as the company said it will buy fellow computer chip maker ARM Holdings from SoftBank in a deal worth around $40 billion U.S. As for the Dow and S&P, they finished higher by at least 1.1%. Dow was up by 327 points, the S&P adding 42. Here at home, the TSX was higher by 137 points to $360. And shares of CP Rail continue to soar to record highs. At the close on day, the railroad was up by 1.5%. As for gold, it locked in at the largest one-day gain of the month. The precious metal rose by $15.80, finishing at $1,963, while oil lost 7 cents, closing at $37.26 a barrel. As for Western Canadian Select, it's down by about 0.1% to $29.35 a barrel, while the Canadian dollar is slightly lower to 75.87 cents US. At Business Center, I'm Carl Garnage.
Hello?
Hi, it's Rachel from BCAA. I'm calling about your recent water leak.
I think you have the wrong number. Whoa, my dishwasher. How did you... Is that magic?
No, but I do live downstairs.
At BCAA, we're closer than you think because we live here too. Our local knowledge means we understand the best coverage for your home, and we can be there to help when you need us most. Visit BCAA.com today for home, condo, and renters insurance. Introducing the all-new fuel-efficient Brian. He goes from groceries to gas in under 100 meters because he fills up his tank at mobile stations, conveniently located in the parking lot of his favorite grocery stores, where he earns PC Optimum points. Brian's intelligent design gives him the foresight to fill up when he's already there shopping, rather than on a separate trip later.